Okay, Fred, let's talk a bit about Betfred's involvement and obviously your involvement in horse racing. You've become synonymous with supporting UK racing. You spend a lot of money each year. How much have you spent over the last year, would you say?
In sponsorship, we've spent circa £7 million. I believe that we're probably the biggest sponsors in British horse racing. And I'm proud to do it, and we should do it, and we should do it because it's a big part of our business, and you've got to put some back into the sport, and we're more than pleased to do so.
So it's we were saying it's 27 million, is it, with the levy as well?
With including levy and rev share payments that we have with the race courses, over £27 million. That's the number.
Yeah, that's a big investment. And you were saying it's around 600 races you sponsor. Obviously, there's some big ones, isn't there? There's the Cheltenham Gold Cup. When did you start that sponsorship?
We started that in 2012. We're doing it. It was a 3-year deal. We renewed last year with Cheltenham, and we'll be sitting down after this year's race and chatting to Cheltenham again. The sponsorship of the Gold Cup is fantastic, as you can imagine. By far, I would say the biggest sponsorship that we do, and I would say in jump racing, it's probably just one step behind the Grand National in sponsorship terms, but more than pleased to do that one.
Yeah, and then we've got a lot of flat involvement, haven't we?
Yeah.
You were saying Haydock's obviously your local course here. Do you cover Haydock jumps and flat? Or?
We do, and we sponsor practically every meeting at Haydock. I had a great relationship, but I still have, with Bill Whittle, the ex-chairman of it, and Peter Greenall, Lord Daresbury. I've got a very good relationship with them. When I go to Haydock, it feels like a family atmosphere. We've really looked after it. It's my local course, and probably my favourite course. I love it.
Is it?
Yeah.
And then the other courses you sponsor, obviously there's you're heavily involved with York, aren't you? Probably one of between Totepool and Betfred.
Yeah, I found York lovely people to deal with again. Or, you know, York is one of those courses that don't say no to you. Let's give it a go, and that's the sort of atmosphere or challenge that I enjoy with them. They try us, you know, and if you working with triers. In business, I believe that you should always give things a go rather than think about it and find a reason not to do it. Let's get on with it and do it. But York are wonderful to deal with. I found Goodwood, which is again right up there with my favourite tracks. When you get on the downs there,
glorious Goodwood.
I love it. I mean, you get there in August and you see all the straw hats, etc. It's
fabulous, great.
Yeah, and on flat racing, I suppose those are my favourite tracks, and of course Cheltenham's
favourite jump track.
Yeah, it is. You know, it still brings the hairs on my neck up when I go there, and we see some of the bets. That's when the men come out to bet.
They do, yeah.
They do. You know, those Irish teams
coming across. Yeah,
20 and 30 grand races. I love it with them.
And that's it. You were sort of talking about the Grand National, but it's a very different punter at Cheltenham, isn't it?
Oh yeah. I mean, the Grand National we struggle to cope with the business on Grand National Day, but it's once a year punters. You know, the 50p's each way, which we're glad to take. But Cheltenham is for the real racing fans. Grand National Day is a fun day. It's
a national day, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a national day. It's the working man's day.
Yeah. It's the once a year, like you say, the once a year.
Absolutely.
And then you also, I mean, the last race of the flat season, I suppose, the last big race is the November Handicap, which is yours as well. So
it is.
Doncaster. So you've got a good relationship with Doncaster still.
Yeah,
I know William Hill have pulled out recently, haven't they, of sponsoring the Lincoln to start the year.
Yeah. So. Well, you know, I could give you this commitment that the last thing that I want to pull out is racing sponsorship. While the profits are there and while we're earning out of racing, we will always put back into it. That is the plan.
Fabulous. And that's what we'll move on to next. To say probably your biggest investment is Chelmsford City, which we'll talk about next.
Okay.
That's great. Thank you very much.
All right.